The Critshow contains elements of horror, fantasy violence, and adult language. Content warnings can be found in the episode description. Welcome to another episode of the Critshow. We're playing the Quacklanders. There we go. Just got right through it.
Nice.
Right. Burned right through. Hello. Welcome back to the Critshow.
Yay.
Where we are playing the Clockwinders. Last time, 1,000,000 rounds of people trying to push into or out of a crowd.
It was like being back at Gen Con.
God.
And like at Gen Con, I just went over the crowd.
Yes, last time they spotted that these assaulters were bewitched. Kade spotted the bewitcher, a witch, and they tried to reach her.
Oh my god, that is really all that happened. We saw the witch, we tried to get to the witch.
Yep.
We got to the witch.
Yep. Over the course of, not edited yet, who knows? Rough estimate, an hour. Very exciting. There were some fights in there. There was a little bit of attacks from and to you guys.
Mm-hmm.
Lots of fate points spent.
Yeah. and all for naught because she didn't escape and you've got them all back now.
That reminds me, you owe me a fate point.
I owe you a fate point at the end of the scene.
Oh, that's right.
Which ain't over yet.
Yeah, that's right. Boy, whole episode, the scene's not over yet.
But I need to pull an extra one out of my vault because I get my total back, but there's still one on reserve for you.
Nice.
That I owe you. I think that's what I'm going to go with. So anyway, you guys are face to face with the Ether Witch, who has ensorcelled the members of this crowd, who has identified herself as Sevna. Currently, both her and Einon are kind of on the ground, not like helplessly on the ground. She kind of like, brought herself up like onto a hip with both hands to spit back at Maxine for being shitty towards her. And it's like undeserved, am I right? But yeah, you guys are towards the back of this crowd, still among all of these thundering hooves, but feet, and have her in your sights. Maxine had gone first in the order of this round, had used the provoke action to get the name out of the witch. But that is the end of your turn. So Maxine, who is going next?
The witch.
Sevna of Nine.
Oh.
Yeah.
Is that did we just do a Star Trek ref there?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't get it.
I don't get it either.
I don't get it because I'm like a cool guy. Play sports and stuff,
Don't get all this nerd shit.
Don't get all your nerd shit.
All right, back to the fantasy world with dice.
I don't get all your nerd shit. Now let me get into character as
this
the
magic
Ether
witch
in our tabletop role-playing game.
Podcast.
It just gets worse and worse the more you expound upon it.
I had a guy, I worked at a LAN center. They had, PCs and all the consoles and all the things. And I was off duty one day, so in the back playing WoW, I think. And I was on a roleplay server because I'm a roleplay nerd. But all the other guys in the room were like big into the raiding. And so one of them turns over and he's like, "What are you doing?" And I told him, and he's like, "Okay," and gave me that. That okay nerd lilt. And I went, "Which raid are you in World of Warcraft today?" And he's just like, "Shut up." I'm like, yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah, suck it, that guy. What was his name? Fucking dox him. What's his address?
I wrote down his social security number. I will put that in the show notes.
We're coming for you.
Brandon went.
Doesn't he edit some of our shows now?
There's a man on the inside.
I kick her in the chin.
It's not your turn.
Oh.
Despite how much you talk, it's not your turn.
I call her a nerd and I kick her in the chin. Let's get the show on the road.
Let's do our raids. Sevna snaps her head over to look at you, Einon, and you make eye contact with her, and she speaks some words in a language that none of you recognize, utilizing her stunt, curses. Einon, you are cursed. You have the aspect cursed. If you want to know the deets, you can roll to create an advantage on your turn to reveal this existing aspect.
Okay.
But Maxine and Kade, you see that tinge of green ether appear behind Einon's eyes, as you have seen behind the eyes of so many others here today. And Sevna looks quickly over to you, Kade. Your friend is mine, and he will be mine until his dying day, which I can assure you is not that far off unless you let me go. And she is going to roll to provoke you. Would you like to defend against it?
Ooh, yeah.
You can do so with will. That is how you defend against provoke.
Okay, I'm just curious. This would actually be worse. She's trying to tell me how magic works. Could I defend with lore with my ether knowledge? Or is there like a... I don't know. I was trying to figure out if there's something to be gained from the fact that I know a little bit about magic. But maybe that's...
Yeah, interesting. So, like, her objective is mostly just to, like, scare you.
Yeah.
You know, like it is not...
To convince me that this magic...
Correct, yes. It's not to convince you.
Okay.
Then
yeah, I will just defend with will to not be scared.
Okay. I mean, like, I feel like I see where you're coming from. Like, you could not be scared because you understand it to be a falsehood or something.
Yeah.
Or be more scared because you understand it to be a truth. But maybe we revisit that another time.
Okay.
But considering you're already better at the will than the lore, I think we should stick to that one because that one I know to be accurate.
Yeah. 4?
She got a -1.
Whoa.
So you are not provoked, and you gain a boost. The rest of her goons that are in the crowd are going to abandon their attempt to mosh and make everything difficult and start moving in your direction, all of you. Einon, one of them does rush up through the crowd, and while you are still kind of on the ground from the tackle, tries to just punt your head off your shoulders.
Great.
They get a 1 on their attack.
I would like to defend, please.
With?
I mean, if I see a guy coming, I'm trying to roll out of the way.
Athletics?
Okay. 3.
Okay, yeah, you manage to defend. You take no damage as you roll out of the way of this attack. Kade, from somewhere in the crowd, from a somewhat unidentified attacker, you see a projectile just hucked in your direction. As it gets closer, it looks like it's just a boot. Somebody has just fucking thrown their boot at you. And they got a -2
All
to
right.
attack. Would you like to defend?
Yeah.
It fell apart in midair.
Don't say that yet. I still
Burns
have to
up on
roll.
re-entry.
I was trying to duck out of the way of it.
Okay.
1.
Okay. That is with style.
That's with
That is a
style.
success with style. So you defend and you gain a boost, or jot that down. Maxine, another one of these figures, rushes towards you holding what kind of looks like a bat or like a large stick of some sort, and they swing it at you. They get a -2 on their attack.
Wow.
Look, there are a bunch of randos in the crowd. I didn't like stat them up good.
Yeah, that's fair.
I duck. I just turn into a little ball on the ground. Swings over me.
Okay, give me an athletics to defend. I don't think there is a stat for little ball, so probably athletics.
0.
Still a success. You defend. I think at this point in this combat, in this overall encounter, I think every goon is going to come take a swing at you guys. Before, it was kind of just meant to be chaos and distractive and stuff, but now I think in her interest of saving her own ass, everybody's got to genuinely try to hit you, which is it's kind of boring as far as just being a lot of dice rolls back to back, and I'm sorry, but we'll just try and burn through them. Should I just not even say what the attack? Just give no narrative positioning. Just roll the dice 9 times.
I think that would make it worse. Because you're only living in the math, none of the fantasy.
All right, I've got to come up with a.
Unless you're into math.
Yeah.
Einon, another figure, rushes out of the crowd and tries to jump on you and plant a hand in your face to try and crack your head off the ground. They got a 1.
All right. Similar to the other guy leaping through the air, I'm going to just try to, as he hits me, just roll so that his momentum takes him clean off of me.
Okay.
I rolled as bad as I possibly could,
Uh-huh.
which puts me at a 0.
Okay.
I'm trying to debate if I want to spend a point.
Bro, just let him have this. Come on.
Hell no. I'm about to...
I think before you decide whether you take this, you've been kind of shifty about this.
Oh, have I?
How many enemies are there? You've been real nebulous about this.
I know, I have. I'm going to solidify it to 12.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Okay.
There are
Wait,
there
12
are
more?
12 total.
And is that counting the ones that got released from the magic?
The ones that got released from the magic are exempt from that total. There are 12 remaining.
Wild.
Yeah, so we've each already sort of defended one, so there's 9 more. We get 3 more hits each. All right, I'll just take the 1 stress.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, this guy just kind of dunks your head. Fucking Michael Jordan palms you by the face, cracks you in the ground, and like he's like, yes, 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 like exchanging high fives with all the other goons.
We got one. We got one.
Yes, 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 yes.
I even turned and just give him a well done, well played.
Well done. I'm going to kill you now.
Yeah, Einon pulls out his arrows now.
Kade, other boot.
Yeah.
They got a 2.
Okay, I'm going to try to defend. Same thing, athletics. I'm going to use one of my boosts to get me to a 3.
Okay, you defend.
It's going
Take
to
no
be
harm.
called holding the pair because I had the other boot. So I knew this one was coming.
You did the mental calculus.
Yeah, there's at least one more coming.
There are X+1 boots in a pair. All right, Maxine. They take that stick and they just huck it end over end at you. They got a -1. It's just a numbers. It's a volume game.
I'm going to try to catch it.
Okay. That still seems like an athletics.
0.
You defend. All right, we're halfway through.
Okay.
Let's reverse the order. Maxine, one of them runs out of the crowd and jumps and does a tornado kick at you.
Oh my God.
They got a 3.
I hold up the stick. 0.
Ooh.
I'm going to spend 2 fate points. I'm going to invoke the music moves me, just the unruly crowd, making it more difficult for them to get a good jump out of the crowd at me.
Okay.
And Einon inspires me to persevere. Seeing him get taken over with that magic is like, I got to keep going.
Okay. Get rid of those 2 fate points. But you defend. Take no damage. Kade, you feel a pair of hands close around your calf, and this person tries to yank you down off of Smee. They got a 1.
Okay, I'm going to try to lift my foot, get out of the way. 2.
Nice.
No damage. Einon, figure runs up, tries to deliver to you the people's elbow.
Marvelous.
They got a -2.
Okay. Same thing. You want to catch him in the air, bring him down. 6.
Okay, you defend and gain a boost. Only 3 to go. Let's scramble the order this time. Kade,
Oh.
Whoa.
a 3rd boot.
My one weakness.
They got a 1.
Okay.
The math didn't account for this.
Oh, I also got a 1.
Ooh.
I'm going to use my other boot. My other boot.
Oh no, he
No,
also
we're
has
even.
3 boots.
My other boost. And I'm going to call it on edge just because there's an ether witch here. There's people. I'm watching for 3rd boots now.
Okay.
Anything's possible.
Okay, you defend.
Watching for 3rd boot is definitely the title of this episode.
Einon, another figure runs up to you and tries to throw rock, paper, scissors with you. They challenge you to a game of chess. No, they fucking have picked up a rock off the ground and they just belt it at you.
Okay.
They literally try to rock, paper, scissors. You.
Yeah. They throw a rock and then a paper and then, oh God, like bullseye, they throw the scissors. They got a 2.
Bad roll, but I have a good athletics. So that is a 3. So I duck out of the way of the rock. It whips right past me and hits the ads.
All right, last one of this round. Maxine, one of them runs up and gets hands on the stick and tries to use it to like wrench you down to the ground, slam you. And they roll 0.
I'm struggling.
What are you doing in the game, though?
1.
Nice.
All right, no damage.
No, 2.
All right, no damage. But with an exclamation point at the end. Okay, that brings us to the end of the villain round, and I gotta say a lot was accomplished, for sure. but they will hand it off to Einon.
I'm going to boot Sevna in the chin.
Actually, buddy,
Oh.
I mean, just you feel a compulsion to boot Kade in the chin.
Wow.
Alternatively,
I'm way too high.
he's very athletic.
Oh, he's gonna. Oh no, he's gonna crane kick me.
He's gonna ong bak off of one of Smee's legs straight up to you. Would you like to accept the compel and earn a fate point, or resist the compel and spend a fate point?
Ooh.
I'll spend one so I don't boot Kade with my very, very impressive legs.
Okay, then never mind. Spin that thing, and you are free to do, what was it?
Boot Sevna in the chin.
Right, okay. Go ahead and roll fight.
Okay.
She's going to try to defend.
That is a 4.
She also got a 4 with athletics to defend.
Can I invoke Boogeyman again as I'm looming near her, even with her own ether that she's put in my eyes, like just the green burning? Yeah, kind of showing her, I don't care what you did to me. I'm still going to take you down.
You can. She is going to counter-invoke Awesome Ether Witch. You feel the influence of this in your mind, like growing stronger, slowing you down, like you are being weighed down by it.
Ooh. I would like to then also use my boost from the fight as another boot whips through the air and hits her in the face.
Okay. All right, I don't think she's going to spend another one on you. So, you do 2 points of harm. She seems like she's running low on gas. She seems quite winded. Who's next?
I think it's got to be Kade.
I'm gonna try to smash her with Smee. I think we got to knock her out to get these people out from under her control.
Do it, my boy.
6.
Whew, she got a 0.
Oh, no.
I think I'm going to invoke another aspect to re-roll this.
Oh.
Oh, man, that's pretty... Fuck, am I?
Uh-huh.
That is such a disparity in terms of damage dealt. I think I have to.
Okay.
So she's going to invoke 3 steps ahead.
Ooh. To literally be 3 steps the other direction.
Hopefully. Okay, that brings up to a 3.
Against my 6.
Correct.
Yeah.
Not great, but survivable.
Okay, I'm gonna spend a fate point.
Oh, fuck.
I got Maxine's back. This is getting hairy. Like, this has got to end.
Okay. Are you boosting it, bumping it by 2?
Yeah.
Oh, man. It's so early in the fight, although it doesn't feel like it, to be running out of fate points.
Use it. I dare you. It's fine. It'll be fine, Jake.
All right. She takes 5 more points of stress. Whew. Top of the order. Who goes next?
I think Einon. I want this to end, and I think he might be the one who could do it.
All right. Einon, yeah, she looks winded, she looks pissed off, and she looks kind of frenzied.
I think similar to how I knocked the first guy out, I want to grapple her and just put her to sleep.
There's a little voice in your head, though,
Yeah.
that says maybe not. That, like, maybe...
Oh, here's my fate point. Shut up.
Maybe... Fine. I had a cool, like, thing to describe that maybe you would have
Okay, let me hear
been
it.
into.
Maybe I'll take it.
You want to do, like, a Charlie's Angels hands and, like, throw her out of this crowd so she can get away.
That is pretty good. No, I got to take her down.
All right. Roll your attack.
All right. 5.
She got a 3. She will take 2 more points. She is not yet down, but she is, like, looking back and forth, like, in a panic, looking for a fucking way out of this. Who's next?
Maxine.
I want to try to create an advantage.
Okay.
I want to try and grab some, like, decorations, like some streamers or something from, like, the edges of this parade and, like, wrap her up in them.
So it's kind of like, it's like webs of ether. Like, you are putting an aspect on them that, when invoked, will interfere with what they're trying to do. What do you think you're rolling to get it? I kind of want to say athletics still, to, like, snag streamers and get them on her.
Can I argue resources?
You can. You can use resources to declare that you have something you need on hand or can quickly acquire it.
Perfect. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm doing.
Okay. Roll create an advantage with resources, and I think you're honestly just trying to beat it too. Like, I don't feel like it's that outrageous that you would have streamers or be able to get them.
4.
Okay. You create this aspect with 1 free invoke. We'll just call it streamers. Who's next? Kade or the witch?
Oh, I don't want the witch to be able to go twice, but I think I got to take the chance that Kade can finish this off.
Okay. I'm going to keep doing what I was doing. I'm going to try to have Smee stomp on her.
Okay. Good luck.
Whoa.
Good luck. It's probably going to go fine.
4.
She also got a 4.
I will use streamers
Question mark?
because she's tangled up.
She is going to use Awesome Ether Witch.
She's so awesome.
She is. You're distracted by it.
But I'm the mechanist, and I am riding my machine, using it as a weapon.
Okay. Are you out yet?
No.
Oh, my God.
It's a new episode, Jake.
I know. Okay, well, she is. So
Keep going. KO her. Keep going.
Oh, Lord.
I haven't even resolved it yet. I haven't told you what happened.
Okay.
Okay.
She falls unconscious.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Thank God.
Yep, you stomp her, and it is more than she can take. Smee foot hits her in the face, and she just rolls over unconscious.
What happens to everybody's eyes?
Well, I'm glad you've asked. Next up are all the goons. A
Oh,
dozen more
no.
attacks.
Oh no!
Oh, God.
Guys, my assumption was incorrect.
Let's start with
Guards.
the order of importance for them.
Where's the town
Yeah, where
guard
are
at?
they, huh? That's weird.
Oh, God.
All right, there's 12 goons. They're going to try to pick her up until one of them succeeds. So, that one fails. That one succeeds. All right. So, a couple goons come in. One of them scoops her up off the ground, and the rest of them are going to try and harm you guys. First one's coming for Kade, I think. 5th boot, but they get a 0.
1.
Okay, no harm. Actually, honestly, I feel like this might be focused heavily on Kade as
Oh,
the one
no.
who finally KO'd her. Another one runs up and just swings wildly at you. They get a -2.
Okay. I'm going to just keep
on athleticizing.
Keep on going. 2.
Okay, you succeed with style. You get a boost. Another one takes a swing at you with a piece of detritus. They get a -1.
0.
Oh, my
No
God.
Einon,
Yes.
one of them looks at you and goes, "Watch this," and then runs and tries to double kick.
Hey, check this shit
They
out.
get a -1.
3.
Okay, you get another boost.
All right.
No harm. Einon, another one looks at you and goes, "Watch this," and tries to jump kick you. They get a 2.
Oh, okay. I won't stand for that. 5. No, 4.
Okay, no damage. Maxine, one of them runs in, tries to tackle you. They get a -1.
0.
No harm. Last one's going to go for Kade again for good measure. Dive tackle, like trying to just vault up and over Smee and take you with them. But they get a -1.
Okay. A 1.
Okay, no harm. And I believe that was all of them.
I hate to say this, but I think we still have a couple more. Sorry, Kade.
How bad did I do?
We've only done 7.
Fuck me, seriously?
Yeah, not including the 2 that tried to pick her up. So if there was 12 altogether, we still need 3 more.
Okay, I can't count to 10 appropriately. All right.
It's because you were trying to count on your fingers and one hand is rolling dice.
Thank you.
That's why.
Thank you for giving me an out.
That's why you married me, so I could count to 10 for him.
All right, I guess each of you gets one more then.
All right.
Three attacks, three folks.
Who's first?
You are.
Oh,
just for
shit.
speaking up.
Whoa.
Just for opening your mouth.
God damn.
A javelin comes soaring out of the
my
crowd.
God. Good Lord. All right. Well, try and
They got
catch
a
it.
0.
Okay. I have a javelin now. 4.
Okay. Yeah, no damage. Take a boost. Kade. It doesn't really matter what I say because I've already rolled the dice and it's a -3. Somebody tries to do a flash kick at you up there.
A 0.
Okay, take a boost. Yum, yum. Boosts all around. Everybody's eating well. Maxine, they try to cow tip you. They got a 0.
I rolled a -4, but can I spend all 4 boosts to even this out?
I mean, a
all
boost.
4.
A boost is a +2.
Oh,
2.
that's right.
So yeah, you can. What are the 2 boosts? What are you calling them?
Spend all 4 so that you can get another boost.
I'm gonna spend not a cow and and another one I'm calling so many kicks.
Okay.
Okay, they're gonna hand it off to themselves.
Oh, fuck.
Oh,
And
God.
the one carrying Sevna is going to try to break the fuck out of this zone and fail.
oh no.
And by God, the rest of them are going to... I wonder. I can't imagine that there's a way for like another one to try and break loose with her, because it'd have to be an action to
Take her.
or hand her and then break out of the zone. But barring anything else useful to do. Oh no, you know what? I think I know what they do. I don't think they attack you this round. I think they all just try to position themselves as an obstacle between you and her within this zone. So a handful of them are going to create advantages to try and help her get out of here. So the one carrying her, I think, is going to go last. So one of these goons starts trying to like shoulder their way towards the edge of the crowd, clearing a path. They're trying to create an advantage. Most of these overcomes and advantages have been against a 3 difficulty, so I think I'm going to stick with that. They're trying to beat a good difficulty. And they fuck it up.
Keep that energy going.
Another one's going to try that. And they miss by 1. Damn it. I saw 3 pluses, and I was like, there we go. Oh, there's a minus.
Oh.
That 4th die is a minus. Let's see. One of them is going to try to physically bolster the one that is carrying her to help force them through the crowd, creating an advantage. That one I don't think is against quite as much of a difficulty, because they're just trying to kind of push on their buddy. I think that's going to be against a +2. That first one misses it. Another one's going to try that and miss it.
Oh, man.
Extraordinary.
We need to get you a new set, man. No, we don't. This is fine. I changed my mind.
One of them tries to use their body to barricade to prevent you all from getting to the one that's carrying her, trying to create an advantage and failing. Another one's going to try to do the same thing and failing. I think quite a few of them are going to try that one. I think just putting themselves between you and her is one of the clearest things they can do to help.
That's fair.
But that one fails.
Man.
And that one fails.
God.
Oh, man. The last 3 non-carriers are just going to try and keep you guys on the back foot. Each one's going to try and take a swing at one of you.
Okay.
So Einon, one of them tries to lash out at you. They get a -1.
Oh, boy. 6.
Enjoy your boost.
Thank you.
Kade, one of them tries to lash out at you. They get a 1.
Ooh, a 0. I'm going to use one of my boosts.
Damn it!
I'm going to call it In the Flow of Combat.
Nice.
I'm just feeling it with the music.
Okay, take no damage. And Maxine, ooh, this one gets a 2.
Whoa. These last couple getting froggy.
-1.
Oh, my.
Oh, you gonna spend anything to do anything? Or you gonna take some damage?
We still have 2 boosts.
I'd have to use both of them here.
Hey, we're getting them for free. This is what they're here for.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll use them both.
All right, name them.
This is a war of attrition.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's frankly demoralizing.
One's called Low Morale, because they've seen all the other ones fail like 8 times in a row. And the other one is called Last Ditch Effort, because it's the last one attacking.
Okay. And the one carrying her is going to make their last-ditch effort to break through and out of this zone, and it is not quite enough. They miss it by 1. So let's pass it off to Maxine. You've got 11 goons that are doing their best out here, all arounds and abouts you, and one that is carrying her that is trying desperately to get out of this crowd.
I'm going to open up Smee, take out the rest of the backup fireworks, and just set them off into the crowd.
Oh, my God.
What? Why?
Like right over our heads, so they're distracting.
It was
Oh.
like touch and eye contact that put them under the spell. Maybe you can shake them out with some fireworks.
Yeah.
It's like putting them in a strobe light room.
Yeah.
Okay. That seems like a create an advantage with shoot, maybe?
Or resources?
Or resources. Okay. Create an advantage with resources. I don't feel like this is very hard. I mean, the only thing that makes it difficult is that you're in a crowd and you've got all the goons around, but they're all fucking flaccid. Like none of them can accomplish anything. They're all impotent.
Impotent with rage.
I guess let's call this we'll call it a 2 still. We'll call it fair.
Yeah. That's,
Imagine you're trying to do
Fair.
this in the middle of a concert.
yeah.
Now that I've said that, it actually seems like it would be harder than fair, but whatever.
4.
Nice.
Okay. You create an advantage that has 1 free invoke. Call it Light Up the Sky. Who goes next?
Einon.
Okay. This is all wild. I've had this impulse to hit my friends twice. I heard her saying he's mine. Like, I know this stuff is washed over me. And Kade, you said something out loud about it too. I feel like I want to self-reflect here about the state of this curse and see, I know a lot about magic, even though it's not in me, and her being knocked out didn't do it, didn't end this. Is there anything I know about this?
I think that you can create an advantage with lore.
Okay.
To basically reveal the details of this aspect. I keep falling back at 3 as a target number, but I feel like this is a good difficulty. It's not easy, but it is within you. So it's
Sure.
not like super impossible.
Sure.
The magic was inside of you all along.
All along. I'm going to use my stunt, Arcane Expert. I gain a +2 bonus when I create an advantage using lore when it has to do with the supernatural.
Damn, okay.
Good God. That's a 9.
Whoa!
Stunting.
That's not even on the ladder. That's above legendary.
It is.
Just like Einon.
Okay, so this aspect is called Cursed. Removing it requires overcoming good difficulty, so +3 difficulty. So basically you have this situation aspect upon you. You have been cursed by her. However, you can justify narratively trying to overcome that curse. You got to beat a +3 to do it with an overcome action.
Okay.
But while it is active, you can simply be compelled to do her bidding, and you have to resist the compels.
Sure. And so just to be clear, is that just for me to like come out of that myself, like to find a way to break it myself, or do I think I can shake others out of it with that same attempt?
I don't think it is limited to only being able to do it for yourself. Depending on your narrative positioning and how you could reason that you would do it for you or for others. Basically, what I know is how much of a stranglehold it has on the person confined by it.
Got it.
But how that person comes out of it is up to you. You can figure it out.
Okay, so how do I communicate this?
That's why they're doing so badly, because she's no longer conscious to instruct them. So they can't be compelled by her. They're just trying to do what the last thing was she said.
It is not that she is issuing discrete compels every time. It is the magic that is compelling you. Like, you have been ensnared to support her. The ether is compelling you every time you try to do something that isn't that. So she does. That is why they are still active at all, why they still have it in their eyes and are trying to stop you, because they are still on the directive of help her escape. Like, do what she needs.
Oh, I see.
The compulsion is the meta term, the mechanical term. Like, you are compelled each time you try to take an action in terms of what compel means in Fate. But, like, the magic is driving you to do what she needs from you. It's driving you to protect her. She's like as far as you're concerned in the narrative, as far as Einon's concerned, she's like his great love. Like, she is the most important person in the world to him. He's gonna try to do what she wants, what would benefit her, unless he can overcome the drive to do that.
Got it.
It's like charm person.
It's like charm person.
Yeah, I mean, and I know this might not come out as I try to say it, but I'm certainly going to yell to them like, we have to do something particularly jarring. We've really got to shake them.
You feel like maybe instead of saying that, you want to go try and give the goon that's carrying her Charlie's Angels throw so he can get out of this crowd.
Let's say, hypothetically, I have no fate points. In that just specific situation, do I just do it?
Yes. But you're not just going to Charlie's Angels throw him out. He needs to do an action.
Sure.
What you are going to do here is create an advantage.
Well, I guess I'll just because it's my choice, I will take that
Okay.
compulsion.
Here's a fate point. Let me fish one out of here. Yo, you get that.
Yay!
For being a good boy. But go ahead and roll to create an advantage. I think this is going to be with physique, because it is specifically to try and toss him out of here ultimately.
Okay.
And you are going to go up against a 3 difficulty.
Okay. Damn it. That's a 4.
Okay. So you create this advantage for your good friends, all the other nameless goons. We're going to call it Thrower of Men. And who's next?
Kade. as I hopefully at least squeak out, "Stop me!"
Yeah, Kade, you see Einon fucking go reposition near that goon, and instead of giving it a karate chop to the neck, he gets down and laces his fingers together and is like, go, go.
God. Can I try to figure out how to snap these guys out of this? Because he didn't tell us.
Correct. I mean, I think you're going to be kind of repeating the role he made.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can create an advantage with lore.
Okay. 4.
Okay. Yes, you learn this same thing. That like how you try to snap them out of it is kind of up to you. Use your best judgment. You just know how hard it's going to be. Like you know what degree of snare it has upon them.
So yeah, I will share this information with them. Like it's got to be something big and maybe loud. It's really got to draw their attention to snap them out of it. And I think it's got Einon.
So we come back around to the top. Kade, who's going?
So how does this work? Like if we're trying to do something to snap these people out of it, like the fireworks, loud noises, is that area effect, or do we have to target an individual person?
Here's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
If you went around like individually and, did whatever, you slap him in the face, you splash water on him, you shake him and try to talk him out of it, like that'd be like person to person. I think that doing the fireworks is going to trigger an opportunity for each of them to snap themselves out of it. Like I think when the next turn comes around, they're going to try to clear their heads. Because of the fireworks.
But could we do something, like, do they have to knock themselves out of it, or can we knock them out of it?
You also can knock them out of it. Either way, both are viable.
Okay.
But as for what the fireworks have done, I don't think that you need to use the fireworks on each person for the fireworks to do good.
Sure.
Like the fireworks are going to make each of them, they're going to distract them. They're going to like draw their attention, and possibly they will snap themselves out of it.
Yeah. But they're also still an advantage we can invoke.
Correct.
Okay. I got an idea.
What are you thinking?
And I have Smee hold both of his arms up like we did in the clock tower and just start clanging them together and just try to make as much noise as I can with this metal and the fireworks going off.
Okay. It seems like this is creating another advantage a la the fireworks. What do you think you're rolling?
I want to actually try to knock them out of this, not make more aid to knock them out of this. Can I do this as like an overcome?
Yeah, I mean, removing the cursed aspect requires overcoming good difficulty. I suppose it doesn't say, like, individually.
Or self-inflicted.
Yeah, and narratively, a loud noise would affect all of them. So, yeah, I think you could mass overcome with this. So, let's call it overcome. Good difficulty is what we are trying to beat, as stated. What do we think this is? What are we rolling?
Is it like a rapport or provoke? Because I'm trying to elicit a response from them.
I'd lean more towards provoke than rapport of the two of them. It would be provoking a negative response as far as they're currently concerned, being ensorcelled.
Yeah.
You are applying your knowledge of this effect, though, which could make it lore.
Oh, yeah.
Which I think is what we did last time we clanged on Smee.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, lore makes sense.
Clanged on Smee.
Clang down Smee.
Okay. Roll to overcome with lore.
3. And I will invoke the fireworks to get us to 5.
All right.
Hell yeah.
Oh, God, please wake up. Everybody, please.
Everybody's eyes start to clear as they are rattled out of this, shaken out of this.
Oh, thank God.
And all of the goons who have been fighting start to, like, look around, like, not like they've just woken up, like they were aware of themselves. They just weren't mechanically, couldn't succeed the compels, basically. And they just, some of them start crying. Some of them, like, it's like they're trying to shake an ick off of themselves. And the one that is carrying her fucking dumps her unceremoniously immediately.
I will try to catch her and set her down.
You do that. Good job. What a gentleman.
Yeah, and just going around trying to comfort the people. Like, it's all right. It's okay. We took care of it. You're all right. And just trying to get a general calm back into the crowd, especially these dozen people.
Here are your boots back.
All 4 of them.
All right. So with the ensorcelled crowd unensorcelled, with Seven of the Witch in hand, you all start to spread calm, starting to contain the situation, mellowing everything out. And I think that is where we will end this one.
Whoa.
On a chill note.
Oh, that was brutal.
That was.
Yep. 2 fucking episodes, front to back, one encounter.
Witch.
The Battle of the Parade.
So, thank you everybody for joining us for another episode of The Crit Show. We are playing the Clockwinders, and if you are interested in more information about that game or the setting or fate as a system, you can find more information in the episode notes. If you would like to see anything else that we have done, you can check out our Patreon at patreon.com/thecritshow. If you become a patron, you can get your name read at the end of an episode, just like Jungju and Alex Edmonds. Thank you. And tune in next time for more thrilling, successful
Combat.
forward combat action. Everybody say goodbye.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.
The Crit Show is a Critshow Studios production, edited and produced by Brandon Wentz, with music by Jake Purley. You can find more information about us at thecritshowpodcast.com. To keep up to date with upcoming live shows, contests, and other special events, follow us at The Crit Show on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. For even more weekly content, join us at patreon.com/thecritshow.